So last time we did a challenge video in Planet Coaster, I saw what the smoothest coaster you could make in under an hour possibly could have been. And to be honest, it was a result. I'm not quite sure how successful it actually was, but it was a fun challenge. And more importantly, I'm really glad that you guys enjoyed the concept of these challenge videos, so I thought, let's make another one. So I read the comments of both my flawless coaster and the actual challenge itself, and I've found one of the ones that I thought was definitely the most interesting, and it comes from someone called Authentic, so thank you for commenting this is a great idea, which was, can you make a coaster less than 1,000 foot long? And I thought, I've got to give that a go. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to see what the kind of best coaster you can make in under 1,000 feet is. And already that is a weird concept to me, because I don't actually have any idea how long 1,000 feet actually is. So, okay, I'm gonna grab this really old blueprint I made about 4 years ago and see the length, because I need to get a baseline of how long 1,000 feet is and what kind of elements we can do. Because if this ends up being less than 1,000 feet, I could do something like that, to be honest. So, what are you looking at now? 959 feet. Okay, so we've got quite a lot of room to work with, actually. So, oh, go away. I am thinking maybe we go for a multi-launch shuttle coaster. Definitely going to use the mod for this one. So, let's go with the Mack Hyper because it's the one that has the swing launch station. Trains. More importantly, do I want this to invert? Oh, that's a good question. Do I want this to invert? How about we don't invert it and we make it a family coaster? In that case, we're throwing on the... I've got a better idea. How about, right, we're going to make a completely custom concept. We're going to use the B&M Hyper trains, because let's get crazy. And we're going to make a really small, non-inverting multi-launch coaster, and it's going to be a completely new concept. There's going to be nothing like it in the world. It's not based on anything. It's a completely unique design. Let's give it a go. And yeah, we're going to go for a kind of spiral, I think. If I do that and then test the coaster, is that going to tell me its length? Because then that can give us a bit of an indication of what we're looking at. Yes, 240 feet. Brilliant. We're already at 200 feet. It's not particularly brilliant, to be honest. I reckon a normal little intense launch into a bank turn will do wonders. So, I'm going to try and remember how to design these. I mean, you can't have a ride without an airtime. You're like, come on. Slap that on, do that. Shaping doesn't really matter for now. It's not too bad. Now we're going to go into the S-bend, which is going to be a kind of fun one that's going down at the same time kind of thing. I want a kind of exciting looking S-bend. Can you make it back, please? Yes. 576 feet. We've got loads of time. Loads of time? We've got loads of length left. Beautiful. Mini Stengle dive. Yes. No, I want a mini Stengle dive. That would be a really cool little element to put on. Little tiny. It's not really a Stengle dive. It's just going to be a dive. The only thing I am actually vaguely worried about now is that, is this going to make it? If it doesn't make it, then we're obviously going to adjust the layout. But realistically, if this goes through this with a lot of speed, we can pretty soundly think that that is going to make it. We'll have it do the premiere thing of boost up slightly and then come back down. Because honestly, that looks amazing. I am really a big fan of this, how this has turned out. Airtime hill probably needs to be a tiny bit smaller if this is also going to be the right after the first drop, which is when it's going to have loads of speed. Well, we need to make the correct station choice. So we need to do... if I was going to do the area, I'd have it here, wouldn't I? You'd have the ride area here within everything. So we'd have the shuttle launch station over here. Getting on and getting off like that. Oh, there's no track in here. I didn't know there was no track in there. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so... target speed Yeah, so the first thing this thing needs to do is do a shuttle launch out the station, which means you need to connect to there. I want a kind of 2-second launch delay, acceleration rate of 5 meters per second squared, reversing acceleration of 5 meters per second squared. The target speed should be about 45 miles an hour with our reverse target speed of about 33, I want to say. I think if I calculate, that's cool. Let's give it a test. More than anything, we need to stop at station on pass. So 1 will go backwards, 2 will go forwards, 3 should be the one it stops at. Yeah, so you should reverse back through there, do your little spike. Literally perfect. It's definitely not going to make it back. But what we should do in that case is lower the forward speed, because that is really intense, especially around bits like this. So what we're going to need to do is lower the forward speed from 46 miles an hour to about 40, and then we'll have it do a little one of these. So we're going to have to extend this upwards slightly. If we do an LSM holding section, we annoyingly get this track, but we could do that and do a launch acceleration rate of 0 meters per second squared, which would then give us a... I should have used the max spinner track, really. Nah, we can deal with it. Right, zooms forward, 41 miles per hour. Ejector up there. Zooming around. Little whip there. Right, can you work the way I'd like you to work? Yes, pulls it up there nicely. Drops. Oh, I've accidentally launched it. That's not really what I wanted it to do. More importantly, it's made it back, though. That is the exciting part. And then stop on that pass. You did stop on that pass, but you did slow the train down, which is nice. So that as it then rolls into the station, it's nice and glossy. That's quite good. It's 965 feet. Oh my god, we've done it. We've actually made a coaster under 1,000 feet. That's vaguely exciting. And it looks cool. Right, okay. Now that we've done the building process of the coaster, I'm going to switch to time-lapse mode and basically finish it off, get it smoothed, get the supports in, probably not going to do custom ones, and then get a little bit of an area built for it. And then, yeah, I will wrap it up with the challenge and show you basically what I've made. So I'll see you in a bit. On the layout, worked on a little bit of scenery, and picked a colour scheme along with some custom spots because I did end up kind of doing those. And this is the final result. Honestly, it's a really compact, really small. It turns out it's 991 feet, so I genuinely cut that very close. But overall, I am massively happy with how this has turned out as a coaster. It's a fun little concept, kind of, you know, custom family coaster, and I think as far as the challenge went, I think we did quite well on it. It's pretty decent, I think, as far as Planet Coaster coasters for under 1,000 feet would go. I especially really like this kind of spiral spike piece here, which I think would be a really nice kind of sight line to have in a park. So if you guys want this as a blueprint, because I think this has definitely gone a lot better than the last challenge, let me know, though you will definitely need the V3 mod for it to work. I need to make that as a massive disclaimer. You can't use this without the V3 mod, but alas, aside from that, I'm really happy with how this has turned out, and I think it's a really nice little coaster. So let me quickly just put some audio on the game, close the coaster, test it again, and we'll get a quick POV. So I'll play that for them now. I did do a bit of testing just now, and I found out that the actual trains that are using this are actually really smooth. There's like very little jitters. It's really good. Not sure why it's made that noise. Yeah, it's quite smooth for 1.5 meter. Then we've got the holding section here. Really happy with this, like, section here. Stops you down. Nice and smooth. Yeah, and that's that done. Yeah, I think that is a brilliant little coaster, to be honest. Really happy with how that's turned out, especially with some of these little custom support pieces. So, again, thank you very much for watching. I think I'll wrap this up here, because honestly, this coaster is pretty much spot on for what I hoped to create in that kind of the challenge conditions that were set. So, thank you again for watching this challenge video. If you do want to see more in the future, do let me know, and I will definitely do more. Please do leave them in the comments. And thank you again to Authentic, who suggested the 1,000 foot coaster challenge. It was a brilliant idea. I had a lot of fun making it, and I hope that you guys had as much fun watching it as I did making it. Again, I will leave this as a blueprint if you guys would, want to see that. Please do post some more suggestions for challenges in the comments below as well. I'd love to see what else you guys think you'd want to see, and I will get back to it as soon as possible. So thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more, and I will see you all next time.